And welcome and good morning. It's another great day to be alive. We have a great day lined up for today. So we all need to understand that we all have blindness in our lives. But if we can understand our blindness, then we'll be able to embrace that blindness and really start to understand that there's more to life than where we are and what we think we are doing. So from my perspective, I knew what made me blind, and that blindness caused me not to know what I was doing, not to know what effect I was having on certain people in my life that I really wanted to have a great effect on, but I didn't know how to explain what I was doing. Plus, I didn't know how to do what I wanted to do. I didn't know how I wanted to have an impact. But then I realized that I was having an impact, and I never knew it. I'm going to tell you about it shortly. If you want to hear more, stick around. Thank you for being here. I can't tell how proud I am of this community that is built up around vision and the Vision Alignment Show. But as always, share this video out with as many people as you can think of, and additionally, put a picture of you winking in your timeline. And when you wink, I want you to be thinking, if this guy over here, meaning me, knows what makes him unique, and it's not his eye, I wonder what makes me unique. That's where all the learning really begins, from a uniqueness perspective. So if we can understand what makes us unique, then we're going to know how to make a difference in the world, a difference in one person's world or many people's world. If we can use what makes us unique, use our core values, our core strengths, in order to make sure that those items are aligned with our vision, everything will change, and it'll be so much better, because you're going to be so much happier, so much more successful, you're going to love life so much more than you do today. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. But when you put that in your timeline, put a tag Brian Wagner, tag me on it, and also put a hashtag of Brian with one eye and a hashtag of winking without Wagner, or winking with Wagner, however you feel. So thank you so much for doing that. Now, I did want to talk a little bit today about our vision and how it's aligned. But more than that, I wanted to talk about initially the morning routine that I go through. So when I get up, I get up usually without an alarm clock. I hate alarm clocks because they scare me. When you're laying there in the middle of a sleep and your alarm clock starts going off. I don't think it's a good way to wake up, but that's me, and everybody's different. So I wake up, come downstairs, make some coffee. I might look at my phone. Hopefully I don't, but sometimes I do. But then once my coffee is made, I will pour a cup so it kind of cools while I'm stretching. So I'll go in the other room, a quiet, dark room, and I'll stretch for 10 to 15 minutes. That is the best time of day for me, is just being there, laying there, thinking about what's going on, really thinking about nothing at sometimes, but just enjoying that stretch. So I'll stretch my back, and it'll be, like I said, 10 to 15 minutes, but it's been good. So that's how I typically start my day. There's other stuff that goes on where once I finish my stretches, I'll have some coffee. I'll just sit there and I'll listen to nothing. Or if it's nice out, I'll go outside, which hasn't been nice out here since November or October. So we're getting back to that. So once we get back to having nicer mornings, I'll be able to go outside and sit and listen. So that's a little bit about what I do first thing in the morning. But then I come down and I start to work on my vision. So, and that's when I say come down, I come downstairs into the basement, which is where my office is. So in my office, I have many items that I've been working on over the last few months. One of them is my vision. In order to know my vision and to have my vision ingrained, I need to reread my vision over and over and over. So I'll read it at least once in the morning, and then I'll read it hopefully once at the end of the day. I haven't been doing very good at that, but it's one of those things where a habit is sometimes hard to form. So maybe you can attest to that. So if I read my vision, then I have a better understanding of staying centered. I have the better ability to really remain clear and have that clarity on what it is that I should be doing for the day. Other stuff that I do, at least I did today. I came down and I opened my email after a little bit of time, so I didn't go right to it. It was nice to be able to just enjoy the morning and work on the vision, and then work on getting these calls set up. So there's a little bit that goes into setting up these video shows or vision alignment shows. So there's another person that's going to be coming on here later today, and her name is Marilyn Sherman. And Marilyn Sherman is a phenomenal speaker and person as well. She is a certified speaking professional, and she has the CPAE designation. So the CPAE means that she is a Hall of Fame speaker. Now, so I needed to make sure that I send an invitation to her for the StreamYard link, which is what we're on, and allowing her to be able to come on to the show. So look for that. There's a show that's going to happen at 12 o'clock noon today, and it's going to include Marilyn Sherman. So that's a little bit about what I did this morning. Other things that I did this morning, I obviously went up and talked to my wife before she left. She had gotten all ready and was able to, just enjoy the morning of getting ready by herself. So that was nice. And then I have an ebook that I received from somebody with heroic public speaking. The guy's name is Andrew. And Andrew is Andrew Davis, I believe his name is. He is a phenomenal resource when it comes to virtual technology and virtual meetings and virtual speaking. So this ebook that he have, I printed it off because I didn't want to lose it. I wanted to make sure that I continued to read through it to understand how I can make my virtual presentations better. So that is important for us all to know, for me to know anyways, and all speakers, in order to understand how you can make those presentations as good as you possibly can, because you want to make sure that people are really interested and excited and on the edge of their seat, and keep them involved with all the speaking presentation. So I'm working on a speech that I'm going to do here in August. Well, I'll record it in July, but the August meeting for the Ohio Society of HR Managers, it's an hour and a half. So I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to make it as interactive as possible to keep their attention. So that's important. So Andrew Davis has a great ebook on that, so I'm going to continue to read that. Wow, so there's lots going on today, but I just wanted to make sure that you all understood where we were going, and I want to make sure that we continue to talk. As if there are things that are on your mind, well, either way, put in a hashtag live if you're listening live. If you're listening to this in replay, put in a hashtag replay, and let me know where you're coming in from. Because if you do, then I'll have a better understanding of where you're from, and it just makes us know the community better. But then also, there's something about knowing where people are from that's important to me, at least, and I'm sure it's important to other people as well. But having that idea that that I'm reaching somebody from Illinois or Ohio or wherever it is, it's important, and I can't tell you how thankful I am for all of you being here. So again, we've got shows coming up for tomorrow, or for today. the noon Eastern time, and that's with Marilyn Sherman. But then tomorrow, I'll be on again in the morning to talk about vision alignment. But at noon, 11:30, will be April Juke. And April joined us about a month ago, and she talked about her vision alignment. Now she's going to be talking about radical vision for disabilities and how we all can understand much better what we are doing from a caregiver perspective, and possibly even a person with disabilities perspective. So understanding what that person with disabilities really wants to say or wants you to know, but they can't always express it. So look for that tomorrow at 11:30. And then we've got a great lineup for you coming up for next week. But we've got a lot of stuff going on for today. We have this week, the School for the Blind is off for spring break, but still have a lot of work to do outside of that. So working on speaking engagements. Really, that's really where I'm spending on the most of my time is with speaking engagements, trying to make sure that I'm doing the best that I can do to get my word out so people know about me. It's really, really hard at times. So you can imagine as an entrepreneur, maybe you're not an entrepreneur, but even still, I'm reaching out to people that have no idea who I am. So they don't know the story. So I try to give them the story without trying to sound salesy. And it's a very, very difficult thing to do. But we're having some success. We had calls yesterday. We had I think 5 calls yesterday where we were able to we weren't able to leave voicemails in all of them, but in some of them we actually talked with people. And when we talk with people, then it becomes more simplified. It's a better chance for getting some traction, some real noticeable results. So we had a couple of good calls, which really kind of continues to fuel my fire. So I'm excited about doing this. I'm excited about the SHRM conference that's coming up here in August, July, whatever you want to call it. And I'm excited about serving you. So as always, I continue to make sure that everything I do has to do with how these videos are doing a good job of serving you. So if there's anything that you ever need, please let me know. I'd love to do that. And as always, I want to make sure that that whatever I'm doing makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, then just let me know. But as always, keep one eye on the road. I'll talk to you at noon today with Marilyn Sherman. It's going to be the bomb. See ya. Bye.